Hey, it is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today. Much love going out to all the beautiful, empowered harmonizers. We are zooming in and focusing in on a great viewer comment that states, I always feel like I'm not good enough or invisible around a narcissist. So it's really important because I think once you become sensitive, you can see how kind of your feeling or your vibe changes, how you're feeling, your emotions change, and the stress build up in your body when you are around somebody really who is untrustworthy or who is manipulative, someone who's out to take you for a ride, take you to the dry cleaner, whatever it is. So when you're feeling invisible or not good enough, I think a lot of people feel that they're just sort of being looked, they're just looking through them. I think particularly a psychopath who is someone without a conscience, someone who is antisocial personality disorder, someone who does not experience fear. They experience a more cerebral experience of relationships. Everything that they do is learned, mimicked, put on for a show, inauthentic. It is something to get an outcome. They do always to get an outcome. It's just not, they're just not laughing to laugh. They're laughing to manipulate, etc. So when you feel invisible, I really especially feel it's when someone is just sort of looking through you. You feel unacknowledged, unvalidated, and really disrespected. Almost like emotional Swiss cheese, that you don't have any substance or that you're not worthy. So if they can just sort of look through you or give you that look as if it's a feeling that you pick up. Almost it's like the psychopathic gaze. Oftentimes it's called the reptilian gaze, the reptilian stare. I mean, reptiles are cold-blooded, and also you have what's the limbic or reptilian brain, which is basically part of your autonomic, your subconscious, your autonomic nervous system, I believe, which does your heart rate, your breathing, all these different things. It's, just your limbic, your emotional side. So some people call it the reptilian brain. You can watch Dr. Joe Dispenza, his TED Talks on the three brains. I would definitely recommend those TED Talks or anything from Dr. Joe Dispenza. But when you are feeling invisible, to me, that's when someone is trying to negate your existence. They're trying to look through you for a place of manipulation. In other words, you are not worthy of being acknowledged and validated. This is a lack of empathy in action. If someone is lacking empathy, they are not able to acknowledge and validate your feelings. I mean, your I am, your presence, your emotions. So this is, the intangible. They're not, so you'll feel that they're just sort of there. And, when you really will be able to pick up on this when you are around people enough. And I know we have a lot of viewers who really have trepidation and fear that there are a lot of people who are narcissistic. We'll get on that topic. And we will talk about that in future videos when you're just sort of having that awakening, which is fine. Don't worry about it. We will talk about that. But anyway, so when you feel that you're invisible, it's because your literal flesh you feel is not being acknowledged and validated for who you are. That you're having to put all the good stuff has to go over to them. And oftentimes it's that reptilian gaze that seems to be the piercing look. Just sort of a lack of presence. And the people who they manipulate, who they sort of hollow out, I think they'll also get them into that sort of blanked out, just sort of stare where they kind of feel like they're just sort of not really present. They're on sort of a psychopathic high. So for people who are under the manipulation, I think they sort of get others into that excitement where the psychopath will get you excited to the point where all of a sudden you feel that you've forgotten everything that you have learned. And so when you're in those moments, you're like, oh my God, why did I do that? Like, I know better. It's because part of their manipulation is if they can get you to forget everything that you've learned, who you are, what you've accomplished, your positive side, then they've just won. They've then just allowed your identity to be, you are, low as dirt, or, you've allowed them to disenfranchise you. So that is something that you really have to back out of. That is a manipulative technique so that you are disempowered. You are not in your power. You are succumbing to their force, their bully, their manipulation, their egoic stuff, to get them whatever it is that they want, which is usually I am superior, or I am the one in control and you are an underling. So they're getting you to buy into that reality that you are a nobody. And a lot of people do buy into that. That is flawed thinking. That is erroneous thinking. And if you're not good enough, because they're just trying to put a not good enough sticker on you, you're expired, you're done with, you're damaged, you're clearance, you're crazy. They're just trying to put these stickers, I've got non-stick on me, whatever it is, it's just going to wash right off. You don't define me. You don't make me who I am. You don't have that control. The big G upstairs, I think we got a little bit more there, so don't buy the false bag of goods that says that the narcissist is going to define you for who you are and make you feel invisible, non-important. But oftentimes they'll use that as a projection. Also, if you're not giving into their manipulation and giving up your control, your courage, what you need, your growth journey, and I feel invisible, and the next thing you know, you have to give them all the attention and they'll never. So you just have to be very careful that this is a tactic of manipulation that'll try to sort of drain you of your own lifeblood, your own I am. It's in your vision, really your I am is then based on their negative vision of you and your future. So you have to take your future back. You have to take your own vision for your future back, and you have to surround yourself with others who also have a positive vision for your future or the future, who can then help that. So it's really important that you restore that and know that and work on that. This is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today, and I hope that these videos do help. Please share, please subscribe, and for goodness sake, please donate for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support. Peace in, peace out, peace be with you, and have a beautiful day.